cream or roll up a pull-up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. All right? What's that deal? Where everybody at? Y'all know I'm late for everything. You know, I'm late for work. When I did work, I'm late for school. And I'm gonna be late for my funeral. I tell y'all this all the time. Hell, I might not even make it to my funeral. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Y'all know what it is. About to go ahead and go up on this one. I got one for y'all. Is you ready? It's the hood versus the football team. Yeah. What you know about some shit like that? The hood against a sports team? Where they do that at? Only in Detroit, baby. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. I told y'all I done been through a lot of shit, man. And this was just one of them things that a nigga had to go through. I'm gonna tell you like this, though. It was either the hood or it was sports. It wasn't no in between. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Man, listen. I had a hard life, but I love it and I lived it. You know what I'm saying? I could be playing for the Lions right now, but I decided to go the other way. Tap in, tap the fuck in. All right, now about ready? Let's do it. All right, so when I started high school, right? I started high school in 2003, right? By that time, my hood was already formed. You know what I'm saying? They already had their gangs, their cliques. You know, everybody was already in motion doing their thing, right? All right. So by the time we got to high school, you know, everybody was formed, everybody was doing their thing. Well, when we get to high school, one of the homies from the hood, he was messing with this female. Now, if you know anything about hood niggas, 9 times out of 10, most hood niggas beefs and all of this shit usually be over a woman, man. It's sad to say, but this is just how this shit go. It's always over a woman, man. You know, it's very seldom that it's over some money, that it's over some real beef, like niggas really got into it about some shit. It's real seldom that it's something like that. It's usually always about a fucking woman, man. So this is how it went. Aliza Kitchen, what's the deal? I'm on live, baby. I'm about to go up. I'm about to tell y'all something crazy. You know, just watch. So like I said, niggas always beefing over a woman. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men then turned up dead over a woman. You know, for real, man. So anyway, one of the homies from the hood, he was messing with this girl, right? The girl was going with a guy on the football team. So when the guy from the football team got word that his girl was messing with dude from the hood, he went and confronted him. So when he went to go confront him, of course, dude from the hood wasn't having it. You know what I'm saying? So they instantly got to fighting. So it was a difference between them two. It went from that to the guy on the football team. He go tell his boys because he know how my mans from the hood was coming. You know what I'm saying? So like after school, it was a meetup for a one-on-one fight between them. So it was the whole football team, and then it was the goddamn hood, right? Okay. So the hood and the football team standing out here watching the two guys fight. Well, of course, if one of the guys from the hood is losing the fight, the hood gonna jump in. So one of the homies gonna jump in because we don't let the homies lose a fight. You know what I'm saying? That's just how shit go. You know, that's the whole point of having your boys with you. So just in case you is losing a fight, somebody gonna jump in. Well, that's what happened in this case. One of the homies jumped in. So one of the guys from the football team jumped in. Next thing you know, it was the hood and the football team all fighting each other, right? Man, well, that shit turned around and spiraled into some whole other shit, right? So we all go back to the hood after this big ass brawl had broke out, right? We go back to the hood, and one of the big homies out the crew, basically he like, well, we into it with the football team. So anybody that's thinking about playing sports and shit like that, it's over with. If you rocking with the hood, you can't play sports. That was just the terms that we was on. You know what I'm saying? And if you did want to play sports, then you can't be in the streets. You can't rock with us. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucking with you. Nah, it ain't no beef or we ain't gonna come after you or nothing like that. It's just if you in school rocking with them and on the football team or the basketball team, then you can't come outside. You know what I'm saying? Because the hood ain't rocking with you. That's just how that shit was, right? All right, so that was the word. Well, when we came back to school the next day, of course, it was more motherfuckers from the hood that came up there because now it's a beef. You know what I'm saying? So now it's a whole lot more hood niggas at the school ready to fight this damn football team. Well, the football team, they decide that they didn't have enough people, you know what I'm saying, to go against the hood. So what they do, they link up with the basketball team. Now I told y'all about Rio Grande, you know what I'm saying? Rio Grande used to be on the basketball team. You know what I'm saying? Now Rio Grande from the hood too, but he had skills with playing ball. He was a hell of a ball player. You know what I'm saying? So that was his thing. He'd be in the hood, all of that shit with us and everything. And then when we go to school, he on the court playing ball. You know, well, like I said, this shit broke out with the hood and the football team, so he had to pick a side. Well, he decided to pick the hood side. So he quit the basketball team because the basketball team and the football team joined together to go against the hood. And his thing was he can't go against his hood. So he quit playing basketball. All in all, Rio probably could be playing for the Pistons right now. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit because he had them skills for real. But he chose the streets. So now he doing 20 years in the feds. So I hope I got some youngins listening right now so y'all can get where I'm coming from with this street shit. Like, put that shit down right now. You know what I'm saying? If you talented, if you can play sports, do that, please. Because that hood shit cool right now, but when you get older and start becoming around my age, you gonna realize like, damn, man, I could have made something of myself. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he chose the streets. I chose the streets. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of us chose the streets. All of us said, man, fuck that sports shit. Fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that was still left with the football, basketball team, they was all one pack. Them niggas went by FBT. Now you know most gang members they got 3 letters, that cover their gang type shit. Well, that's what the football team turned into. They turned into a whole fucking gang. So they call themselves FBT, which is football team. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. Like, man, anybody can tell you I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? So it was an alliance with the basketball team and the football team, but they all went by FBT. So every day it was fights every fucking day between the hood and the football team. Man, I seen so much shit and them damn Henry Ford hallways behind this football team and hood shit that went on. It was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I seen niggas getting chased in school, literally. You know what I'm saying? Niggas getting their eye black, niggas getting drug away. I seen a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, with this whole football team and hood beef. Every day it was something crazy. Now, one of the guys that was on the football team, he was a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he played football and he was a boxer at the same time. So when it was time to fight, they'd bring him out. You know what I'm saying? And man, I ain't gonna hold you. He scared a lot of niggas because that nigga knew how to fight. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, I'm gonna just say his name, Van Horn. Van Horn had them bitches. You know what I'm saying? So when Van Horn came out, boy, it's gonna take a good 3, 4 niggas to get him because Van Horn had them bitches. You know what I'm saying? So it was always like a good ass brawl between the hood and the football team. You know, it was fucked up that that's what it was, but man, it was just crazy like that. From ninth grade to 12th grade, from '03 to '07, this shit was every day. You know what I'm saying? It was a mess, man. It was so bad that the principal started calling the police up there. You know what I'm saying? Like the police will come up there and they'll bring paddy wagons. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays they got a big ass fence around that school, and they got a cop station inside the school now. If you ever ride past Henry Ford High School, it's a big ass gate around the yard, and it's always a cop car inside the gate by the front door. That's because of us from our generation. You know what I'm saying? They had to put a whole little police unit thing inside that school because it was just so much shit every day, man. Niggas was getting knocked the fuck out. The fucking paramedics had to come up there and revive niggas. Niggas was getting fucked up. Like every day, it was fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Hold up 1 second. Eliza's Kitchen. I was at Walmart and people were fighting at the watch. Man, it's a lot of goddamn fights going on. Official quotes. Hi, young old man. What's the deal? What's the deal? All right. Now, back to it. You know, like I said, it was just fights every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So the police getting caught up there all the time. Now, the police coming up there every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? It got so bad that the police started having the paddy wagons pull up. You know what I'm saying? Because it was always some shit going on. So the police had to bring their damn units. Because when they'd come up there, they'd come up there with 1 and 2 squad cars or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And by the time they come, everybody run and shit. And you know they ain't about to chase us. So basically, they'd come for no reason. So they had to form a gang formation on us, you know what I'm saying, to start catching motherfuckers. Because by the time they get up there, we been already scrapped and ran, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Official quotes, who are you? I'm Mr. Roll Up a Pull Up, so get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Now, with the paddy wagon showing up to the school, man, listen, we'll see the paddy wagons come. Cause you know we be looking out the windows and shit. Cause you know people would give us the word like, "Hey, the principal name was Dr. T. Dr. T was a big, tall ass woman. She damn near looked like a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she's still the principal there. She might be, but her name was Dr. T, and she AT'd me from that school too. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about that later. But yeah, Dr. T was a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And she was loud and she sounded like a dude. You know what I'm saying? So basically when it was like a phone in the middle of the hallway that only the security guards, the principal, you know, the superintendent, only them type of people could use this phone. It was basically an emergency phone. If something popped off type shit, you know what I'm saying? So when Dr. T would hop on that phone, she'd call the police and be like, hey, they up here fighting, come up here. You know what I'm saying? And people would be walking past and shit, and they'd see her on the phone. So when they'd do that, they alert all the street niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, she calling the police. You know what I'm saying? So when that shit happened, we are all going in the classroom and look out the window, you know. When we see the paddy wagons pull up, we'll run out the back door. We'll run out the back door through the field, shoot us to the hood type shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, we did this shit so many motherfucking times that the police like I said, they had like a formation on us because they know what we would do when they had pulled up with the paddy wagons. So they started trapping us. You know what I'm saying? They started locking the back doors. You know what I'm saying? They had cops already set up out there before we could even run to the door. You know what I'm saying? So we had to run through the front door or the side door, and by the time we get out of one of them doors, boom, we on Evergreen Road where the school was at. When you hit Evergreen Road, that's where the paddy wagons at. So by the time we hit the goddamn street, the paddy wagons right there ready to snatch us up. You know what I'm saying? And we can't run from them because they hopping out with blick. Like, hey, you better freeze, you know what I'm saying, or we gonna shoot you. So by the time they'd catch us, they'd throw us in the paddy wagons, right? Only the street niggas. They would not do that to the football team. Dr. T just had a love for the football team. She loved them and she hated us. You know what I'm saying? So she would always protect them and make sure that they was good. They never went to jail. It was just always the street niggas. She hated us. You know what I'm saying? So when the paddy wagon to grab us and shit like that, it'd be like 10 to 15 of us in each paddy wagon. It'd be 2 to 3 paddy wagons every time they pull up to come get us, right? All right. So when they grab us, they'd call her and have her come out, to make sure that we the guys that she wanted to go to jail and shit like that. And she'd look at all of us and be like, yeah, take all of them in. You know what I'm saying? Bad business. So we'd go to jail at least once a week. You know what I'm saying? Now we didn't have no charges or nothing because we was teenagers. It was just always fighting and shit like that. So we wouldn't have no charges. What they'd do is they'd take us to the station and they'd have us sit in their garage. Like where they pull a car in, like when they lock you up, they bring you into the garage, they close the garage door, then they let you out and take you into the jail. Well, that's where they'd have us sit in that garage. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be 20, 30 of us sitting in the garage at least once a week. You know what I'm saying? They running lectures on us. They having other guys come in as motivational speakers, basically trying to get us out there shit and stop doing what we doing. We'd just be sitting there like, man, fuck y'all. We don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Y'all on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So after the first few times of that happening, what they'll do is they'll leave us in their garage until school is over. So just say if the fight break out 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. By the time the police show up, probably be 11:30, 12 o'clock. When they show up, they lock all of us up, take us to the garage. We be in the garage till about 4 o'clock. By the time school got out and everybody went home. So that way we can't go back up to the school and start no shit. Everybody then went home. Well, they figured if they did that so many times, we would give up on that shit. Nah, that wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? So every time they let us out, we'd go back to the hood and we'd think of another plan. Like, okay, this how they want to play it. So now we got to find out where these niggas live at. So we start hooking up with the girls that fucked with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, where these niggas live at? You know what I'm saying? The girls will tell us the way they walk home and all type of shit. So we start walking towards the way that they walk home, and we'll meet up with them niggas, fight with them all. Man, it was crazy as hell. That shit was wild. It went on my whole high school term. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, basically, I could be playing for the Lions right now. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't chose the streets, you know, I real life could be a damn NFL star. I'm 6'3", 270 pounds. I'm 80% muscle. You know what I'm saying? I'm healthy as an ox. I played football in the streets before I even got to high school. You know what I'm saying? So I met the credentials and everything. I was there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, my hood got into it with them early, and it was all over a woman. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even no real shit. It was just over a woman, and the damn football team wasn't backing down. And Dr. T was rocking with them. So it was us versus them type shit. That shit was sad as hell, but it was what it was. And like I was saying, Rio Grande, he chose the streets. So if he would have had stuck with the basketball thing, he probably could be playing for the Pistons because he had the moves, you know what I'm saying? And he was doing this thing, but he decided to rock with the streets, which landed him 20 years in the feds, you know what I'm saying? I rock with the streets, landed me 4 years in prison. So to all the youngins that is watching this and can see this, man, look, when you choose the streets, this could be your outcome, man. You know, where you could have did something great with your life because we all blessed with a talent. Now I got many talents, but at the same time, I definitely was good with playing football. I've been playing football since I was like 5, 6 years old. No lie. You know what I'm saying? I can catch that motherfucker. I can run it. I can run plays. All of that shit. You know, I was sweet with that shit. I could take a hit, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I decided to take the streets, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, this my hood, you know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with the hood way before this football shit, well, way before this high school football shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know them niggas for real. So it was like, shit, if I roll with the football team, I got to come home to my hood. You know what I'm saying? My hood ain't gonna like that because I'm real life one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a problem with me if I roll with the football team. So I couldn't do that anyway. Just to say I could have got my football experience out of high school if I wouldn't have chose the streets. But if all of this shit didn't start over a woman, you know what I'm saying? I could have played football in the first place. But that's how this shit go, man. So it turned from it starting off about a woman to some whole other shit. You know, that shit was sad as hell, but it is what it is. You know, that's what come with this hood shit. You know, it don't matter what it start over or who it's about. If it's a guy that's from your way or whatever, you gotta roll with that shit. You gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what the fuck you do. Jose Ortiz, what's the deal? What's the deal? Look, what back to the paddy wagon thing, right? So like I said, at first, you know, they was keeping us in there until school let out. Well, they started getting hip that we started fucking with the girls and shit, figuring out where these niggas live at. So what they started doing with that was, again, they still come to the school, pick us up, throw us in a paddy wagon, take us to the damn precinct. From that point, they start having our parents come pick us up. Whereas they used to just open the garage and let us all just walk home. It'd be fucking 20 of us mobbing back to the hood from the damn precinct. You know what I'm saying? They stopped that shit. You know what I'm saying? They start having our parents come get us. So that way we all can't leave at the same time. We can't all leave together and we not gonna leave on foot. We gotta leave with our parents. You know what I'm saying? Like they real life was trying to break all of that shit up, man. But it wasn't no stopping it, dog. It was crazy, man. It was so much shit with that whole hood versus football team shit. Man, a lot of shit I don't even remember. You know what I'm saying? That's just how much shit didn't happen with all of that. You know, it was just ridiculous, man. But I'm gonna start doing interviews with guys I went to high school, so they can tell y'all this shit. You know, so y'all will know I ain't lying about nothing that I talk about. Like this shit was real life a fucking problem. You know. But anyway, when they started having our parents come pick us up and shit, you know, that shit kind of broke up a lot of commotion that we had with them, but we still had to go to school with them. You know what I'm saying? And we went to school with them. If they win a football game or win a basketball game and we in the bleachers, you know what I'm saying? They get the flexing on us and shit like that. So a fight will break out in the middle of the game because they flexing on us because they made a touchdown or because they made a sweet ass 3-pointer or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no stopping it, man. And that shit went on my whole high school lifetime. And the shit was fun, you know, but now that I'm older and I look back on it, I was like, damn, I real life, you know, could have made something of myself if this shit didn't pop off for real. Cause of course I was rocking with the hood, you know what I'm saying? This my hood. What you mean? It ain't no way I'm about to rock with this football team that I only see for 7, 8 hours out the day. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to go back to my hood. I got to go outside. I'm an outside type of nigga. I wasn't no inside motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go outside and deal with them anyway. Man, being in the streets will limit who you is for real. It real life will put a limit on your motherfucking life. And that's what it did for me. It sent me to jail a lot of times before I even became an adult. Like I said, it wasn't no charges brought on us because we was teenagers, and it wasn't like no real vicious shit. It was just fighting. You know what I'm saying? But the whole problem is that I could have been in school. You know what I'm saying? I could have been doing something productive with that time instead of sitting in the damn precinct garage. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about the precinct was in our opposition hood. Yes, the 8th precinct. And it's still there to this day. They just moved it from where it was back when I was in high school to a new location now, but they just moved it like right across the street. But the 8th precinct, it's in Brightmoor now. Well, it was always in Brightmoor, but it's in Brightmoor. You know what I'm saying? Brightmoor is a hood that 7 Mile been beefing with for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Crazy part about all that, before the beef was on, 7 Mile and Brightmoor was together. You know what I'm saying? We was 7 to the mo. But guess what? We fell out with each other. Why? Because of a damn female. Like usual. It's always over a woman. You know what I'm saying? So when we fell out, a lot of people was getting shot and killed, fighting, stabbings, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit caused a lot of beef. My hood, 7 Mile, man, it was so many of us. We was just beefing with the whole fucking city. You know what I'm saying? That's just how many of us it was. Like, we was beefing with everybody. You know what I'm saying? We was beefing so hard. We was beefing with each other. You know, I told y'all how just in my little square mile radius, in my little hood square mile radius is 2 miles, northeast, southwest. It was 3 major gangs in my hood in a 2 square mile radius. And we was all beefing with each other at one point. You know what I'm saying? And we all from the same hood. So not only we beefing with each other, but we beefing with the football team. We beefing with the basketball team. We beefing with Brightmoor. We beefing with half the fucking city. But it was just so many of us. It was just like, who wants some? You know what I'm saying? It was retarded, man. It was crazy. But if we ever went out somewhere, we always stuck together. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we go to a club or something, if we see each other, we from the same hood, but we beefing with each other. But if we see niggas from our hood out somewhere and they get into it with somebody, we all together. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, oh no, we don't fuck with them niggas no more and all of that. We the same hood. So we had to stick together. And that's why a lot more beef that was brought to us. Because sometimes, just to say like me and my guys, just to say me and my crew is 5 of us. If we just decide we gonna go to the club tonight, you know what I'm saying? All right, we gonna go to the club. We go to a club. When we go to the club, just say some BCB niggas is there. You know what I'm saying? BCB niggas from our hood, but we was beefing with them. You know what I'm saying? And they was the main ones that was causing all the goddamn beef that we had on all across the fucking city. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, just say we go to the club, right? And we'll see some BCB niggas at the same damn club that we just so happen to go to. We ain't there looking for no fights, nothing. We want to have some drinks, talk to some girls, you know what I'm saying? Have a good time. Well, just so happened the club we go to, the damn BCB niggas was there. You know what I'm saying? So with the BCB niggas being there, they gonna get into some shit because they see us coming there. They gonna get into something just because they know they got help. Now, mind you, when we get back to the hood, we don't fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? But they know when we go out, we stick together. They see us still on somebody. What the fuck, man? We came here just to have a drink. You know what I'm saying? We can't even have a damn drink because they know we gonna tear that bitch up. And that's how it was, man. It was crazy like that. Like I said, outside the hood, we stuck together, but inside the hood, we were separate. That shit was fucking ridiculous. But anyway, back to the football team and the hood shit, right? All right, so by the time we get to 12th grade, so many niggas they got beat the fuck up, jumped, You know what I'm saying? All type of shit. It was this nigga named Mo. Rest in peace, Mo. Mo was a good dude. His name Montreal, but he went by Mo. Mo was on the football team. He was a tall, skinny nigga, but he was loved by everybody. You know what I'm saying? Now with Mo, he was extra tough. You know what I'm saying, for that football team shit. So he didn't stole on a bunch of hood niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like stealing on niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he was towering over motherfuckers. So he kind of had the advantage on a lot of people. You know? Man, I remember one time I was standing in the hallway. You know, back in high school, that's what we did. You know, we would post up on the lockers and shit. It'd be like 3 or 4 of us posted up on the locker, you know, and the girls would come by, they get to talking to us, hug, you know, talk our shit, whatever, you know, keep it moving. Other niggas walking past, slapping fives, talking shit, keep it moving, you know. Just hallway shit, right? So it was one of them days we in the hallway posted, you know, everybody walking past, we conversating with everybody. Cool. Next thing I know, I see this nigga Mo. Rest in peace, Mo. He come running down the hallway like slumping running. You know what I'm saying? Like he about to fall, you know. We like, damn, what the fuck wrong with him? You know, why he running like that? Man, the closer he was getting, this nigga had a big ass black eye. He had a big ass ring around his eye. You know, we like, damn, what the fuck happened to him? He still running like this, you know. Like you supposed to run up like this. This nigga like running like this, like he ready to fall or some shit, you know. Well, by the time he get up to us, you know, we looking at this nigga like, mind you, he a football nigga, so we don't fuck with him, you know, like we know him, but we don't fuck with him, you know. So he come running past, he shoot past. A couple of girls come running behind him. Because you know the football team niggas, you know they had they fame from the women because they on the football team. You know what I'm saying? So of course they had fans, cheerleaders, and all of that shit. So the women come running behind them crying, "Oh my God, they got Mo, they got Mo." You like, what the fuck is they talking about? You know what I'm saying? So after all of them came past, boom, another crowd of niggas come walking up. Now I'm zooming in, you know what I'm saying? Because they all the way at the other end of the hallway. And the end of the hallway we was at the complete other end of the hallway. The lockers where we was at, we was like the third locker off of the corner of the end of the hallway. You know what I'm saying? So we at this end of the hallway, the niggas that I'm talking about was at that end of the hallway. So when I seen them marching, cause it was like a whole bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? These niggas just come marching and they just walking. They ain't running like how Mo was running. They was just walking. So I zoom in. Who is it? My guys from my hood. They come walking up. One of the niggas named Nick Beam. Y'all know anything about 7 Mile niggas, y'all know who Nick Beam is. Nick Beam was one of them niggas that was knocking shit out. Nick wasn't for no games, you know what I'm saying? So he had caught that nigga Mo, boom, blacked this shit. Mo tried to run, he snatched him, boom, smacked him again. Mo ended up getting loose from the nigga and he take off running. By this time, he basically half unconscious, you know what I'm saying? Cause Nick tore his ass off with that 2 piece real quick, you know? So he trying to run away, but he damn near about to faint because he got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Man, Nick was one of them guys. He did not have to chase you. Like he will hawk you down by walking. You know what I'm saying? He was like a Jason or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Nick was out cold with the flow. Uh, Christian, always a woman. Damn, y'all was beefing with everybody. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's always over a woman, man. Most of this hood shit that go on is all over a woman, man. Hood at the hood beefing with each other, you know, block at the block, you know, all of that shit is it's always over a woman, you know. And I don't want to throw the Chicago shit in there, but I'm gonna just say the Chicago shit. Well, like O Block and 63rd. If you do your homework on all of this shit, they start beefing over a woman. Yeah, that everybody talk about whole O Block 63rd shit, all of that was over a woman. Everything it's always over a woman, man. You know, and it's like instead of the two niggas that's beefing with each other about the woman, instead of them just keeping it in between them, they got to go back and tell their homies. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody got bitched in front of this girl. A nigga probably got slapped in front of the girl. You know what I'm saying? Or got punched or got hoed in front of the girl. So he got to go back and tell his boys, man, that bitch ass nigga, he did this and that. We got to go get that nigga. And boom, it turned into a beef. You know what I'm saying? It turned into hood on hood, and it all started over a damn female. It happened all the time. You know, that's 90% of beefs all across America. It start over a woman, man. If you do any real research on any hood across America, go back to the origin of it. It usually start over a damn woman. You know what I'm saying? The whole Bloods and Crips shit, the GD and Vice Lord shit. You know what I'm saying? The hood on hood shit. Everything you could think of where it's a major beef at, it always start over a woman. You know, and the sad thing is with the women, it's like they could stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them they like that. They like seeing niggas beefing with each other. They think that shit be cool and cute until niggas start dying. You know what I'm saying? And by then it's too late. It's too late. Niggas already started dying. It's too late now. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it go. You know, and that same girl that these two crews beefing with each other over, that girl then slid up out of that shit and moved on to the next nigga. While these niggas still at war, killing each other. You know what I'm saying? And the worst part about all of that is most niggas that be beefing with each other, they don't even be knowing where the origin of the beef come from. They just inherited that beef. You know what I'm saying? Because that's their hood, that's their people. So they ride with whatever they people say, whatever they hood on. They just rocking. But little do they know they hood beefing with this hood because of a female that ain't even around no more. You know what I'm saying? She laid up on the beach with a whole nother nigga right now. While y'all in the hood about to shoot at each other. You know what I'm saying? Over a female that's in Jamaica somewhere. You know, like man, it's that street shit get deep, man. That street shit don't even be street shit until it's a woman involved. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time it don't even be no beef until a woman is involved. And that's because she fucking with both sides. Now, to be honest, it's really the woman fault. You know, because she know that these niggas don't like each other or, you know, they different sides and things like that. And she'll fuck with this nigga on this side because them niggas on that gunplay. And then she'll fuck with these niggas on this side because they get money. You know what I'm saying? And she know that these two different sides don't like each other. But she'll be in the mix of both of them and stir some shit up. And before you know it, it's a whole damn gang war. You know, and she'll just slide right under the damn sheets like ain't nothing happened and move on with her life, man. You know, but that's exactly why we started beefing with the football team all over a girl, you know. And for y'all that know Cash Doll can tell you the same shit too. I gotta get her on an interview, you know what I'm saying? So she could break this shit down as well. You know, she was there when all that shit was going on. It was a bunch of crazy ass shit for no reason. You know what I'm saying? For no motherfucking reason. But it happened. It was a good timing. It's just now that I look back like, damn, I could be a professional football player right now. You know what I'm saying? If I would have just took that shit serious and I would have got out the streets and said, fuck that, I real life could be playing pro football right now. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't, you know. I chose this shit. You know what I'm saying? And man, it set me down. It fucked me up. I lost a lot fucking with the streets, you know. And again, I don't regret it at all. At all. A lot of niggas regret being in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I don't. It made me the man I am. You feel me? It's just that I could have did so much more if I didn't, you know. But damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying? If, woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know, if was a fifth. You feel me? Whatever phrase you could think of, that's just what the fuck it is, you know. So honest truth is that it happened the way it happened for a reason, you know. And instead of me being on the football team right now, I'm watching the football teams, you feel me? And it's just all a memory, like, damn, you know, I could probably be in the pool somewhere, you know, in the football pool, you know, waiting to get drafted. Or I probably could be on the team, maybe not. Or maybe I could have been on the team and sprung an ankle, you know what I'm saying? And been out for the rest of the damn season. Who knows what the fuck could have happened, you know? It's just, like I said, my thoughts is not with me doing this YouTube shit, you know, I could tell y'all about this and watching the football game, seeing how the Lions then turned over, you know, from the past 30 years of losing all of the games. And let me say this. I never been against the Lions. When everybody was against them because they was always losing, I was the one that was never against them. You know what I'm saying? I'm a true diehard fan. You know, I've always been with the Lions. I ain't never been against them. Even when they went 0-13, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was never against them. You know, 2011, when I first caught my case, I don't know if a lot of people gonna remember this, but the Lions had a good year. They had a good year that year, 2011, going into 2012. That season, they had a great year. You know what I'm saying? They made it all the way to the playoffs and they lost as soon as they got there. But a lot of people don't credit that shit because they've been losing for so long. And then when they finally did get a run, they lost as soon as they got there. You know what I'm saying? But even back then, when I was in jail, I was saying, I'm like, dog, why? The Lions gonna come back and win some shit. Why? It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And they had a good year and they lost at the playoffs, you know. Well, fast forward to tape now it's 2024 and they doing lovely. They 12-1 now. You know what I'm saying? When they record used to be the complete opposite. Now they on top of the game. They leading the whole damn NFL right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can't lose at this point, you know. So with all that being said is like I said, I just think about it like, damn, I probably could be playing for the Lions right now. You know, if I didn't have that street nigga mentality that I had back then, you know, I probably could be on the team right now, literally. Because a lot of people that see me every day on a daily basis always say, damn, man, you used to play football or something? You been on the football team? And, you know, I'm like, nah, you know, but every time people say that, it made me think of those times back in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, if that shit didn't happen, I probably would be playing football for real. You know, when I go to the clubs, the security guards, they always trying to get me a job because of my size. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big, strong, solid nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't all fat and flabby or none of that. You know, I'm straight solid. And with jobs like that, them the type of guys they need. Big, solid dudes. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was in the club and I'm in there, you know, having a couple drinks and shit, and this girl walked up, started talking to me, right? Well, while the girl talking to me, why the security guard? Now, when I first walked in there, I peeped the damn security guard, you know, like checking me out, like not on no gay shit, but the nigga was checking me out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. I go to the bar, have a couple drinks. The girl walk up talking to me, right? While the girl talking to me, the same security guard that was checking me out, this nigga walked up. He told the girl, he like, hey, look, I need to kick it with my mans right quick. You know, come back in a couple minutes. This is what he told the girl. Now, he don't know me for shit, but he dismissed her to have a conversation with me. Well, the conversation was he was trying to hire me to work with him doing this security shit. He like, man, this how much you will make a night. You don't got to do shit. All you got to do is just stand here like me, make easy money. I mean, like, he rapped to me basically damn near half the night I was there. I couldn't even talk to women, you know what I'm saying? Because he was on my head trying to get me to fucking work with him so fucking bad. The nigga like, bro, I could have you working tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? He like, I could have you working tonight, but you drinking. You know what I'm saying? He like, you can't do this job drinking. He like, man, look, just go ahead, go home for the night. Come back tomorrow, dog. I'll hire you instantly. Like, just having the size will get you a lot of jobs. You know what I'm saying? So I could have got that Lions job for real, if I would have took that shit serious. But I was on that street shit, So it wasn't no taking that shit serious. I was in the hood. I was doing what it do. I ain't give a fuck. I said fuck that shit. So to all the youngest, man, if y'all watching this right now, listen, stay in school, be cool. That's where it's cool at, in school. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it might sound weak and weird and lame and all of that. I get it. I was there. But trust me, it coming and going so quick. And you can learn a trade or you can play some sports. That shit can roll over into your adult life. You know what I'm saying? It'll be on your resume. It'll be something that these coaches and, these businesses and, business owners and things like that, they'll look at that, and they'll consider that. Even if you don't got a degree or none of that, just the fact that you took things serious while you was in school can land you a position and one of your talents or whatever it is that you do. Take your life serious, man, because that street sign ain't going nowhere. You and your boys gonna grow up and that street sign is still gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, that street sign ain't going nowhere, man. It's waiting on the next crew of guys when they grow up. It's waiting on them to grow up and claim that shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. I told you, with my hood, you know what I'm saying, when I grew up on my block and shit like that, right? Man, I took my block so serious. I was ready to lay a nigga down and I was ready to get laid down for my block. No lie. You know what I'm saying? We protected my block. We stayed on that bitch all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? Like we was watching the block. Like the block was gonna go somewhere if we wasn't out there. You know what I'm saying? That's just how serious we was about that motherfucker. Man, look, 15 years later, I ride down that bitch. That block is dead. All of the same houses is still there. The same street signs is still there. The same street is still there. The same sidewalk, the same grass. Everything is still there from when me and my crew was coming through there. And me and my crew gone. And guess what? It ain't no young niggas on that block no more. It ain't none of that. That block is desert island. You know what I'm saying? Y'all watch my short. I go through every hood in Detroit. Everything in Detroit is dead now. When 20 years ago, you would get your head knocked off going through them neighborhoods that I be showing on my shorts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no way that I could have just walked through them hoods, recording street signs and, giving little bios about what happened in this hood and that hood. It wasn't no way I could do that shit back then. You know what I'm saying? Soon as a nigga would see me with a camera, motherfucking describing this street and all of that shit, niggas would hop right on my ass. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas was out there. It ain't like that no more, man. It ain't like that. Everybody didn't grew up. You know what I'm saying? Either niggas done died or went to jail. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that is left that didn't die or go to jail, they grew up and moved on. They had kids. You know what I'm saying? They living their life. They got a wife, a girlfriend, or maybe they single. Maybe they got a business going on. One of my homies, man, my nigga D, straight street nigga to the core. This nigga's a truck driver now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he doing good. And he love his life. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, go tune in to his channel, 18 Wheeling. You know what I'm saying? My nigga D-Mo. He don't even go by that name no more. And he was a straight street nigga. Like, and he did time in prison. You know what I'm saying? Because he was on all of that. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't with none of that shit no more. He a whole grown man, a whole 360. You go on his channel and watch him, you wouldn't even think he was cut nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even think he was nothing like that. And he was there for that whole football team and all of that shit. He was there when that shit was going on. He was a part of all of that. And now look at him. That nigga is a truck driver. You know what I'm saying? Showing everybody across the world his journey on what he doing with trucking. You know, you grow up, man. you grow up and you grow out of this shit. You know, you got to get your life together, man. Because if you don't, you're going to get it took from you. It's been another live stream of Roll Up a Pour Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.